Today we're making a super easy breakfast bake and you just need a few ingredients. So what you're gonna do is take a baking dish like this, and it's optional to add a low carb tortilla. I just find that it's more fun to eat it with your hands. So you put a low carb tortilla inside the dish like this. And then we're going to add basically eggs and whatever other breakfast foods you enjoy. I'm considering putting these tots I posted earlier in it. What do you guys think? I made some cauliflower tots and they may be good inside of it, I don't know. But I'll let you guys tell me if I should add them or not while I add the rest of the stuff. I have some prosciutto that's about to go bad, so we're also gonna put this in there. Just got your cookbook and sent one to my friend. Oh, thank you so much, Cindy. Wait, what are you? Okay, so Deanne is saying no. Lisa says yes. All right, we're adding 2 eggs. Let me add everything in here and then I'll return to the comments. So 2 eggs. And then we're going to add some spinach, which I hope the defense chemicals inside of spinach don't kill me while I eat this. All right, and then we're gonna add some tomatoes. These are just little grape tomatoes that I chopped up. And the prosciutto. And I'm gonna eat some. All right, so let me return to the comments to see what you guys said about the tots. So we're getting a lot of yeses. How do I get your cookbook? You can go to Amazon and type in Carefree Keto. What's up, Aaron? We made your sausage and cabbage dish for dinner tonight. Oh, I love it. That one is so easy. All right, so we're getting a lot of yeses. Let's just add like 2 of them. All right, so we're putting 2 cauli tots in here. And finally, before we put it in, we're just gonna sprinkle some cheese. And I get the point of don't add the tots because they're essentially just egg and cheese anyway, but the texture of them is a little different. So now we would bake this at 400 for 15 minutes, but I'm gonna air fry it for like 7 or 8 at 400. Oh, by the way, this is greased. I sprayed it with avocado oil. And since it's only a few minutes, I'm going to set the timer so that they don't overcook, because overcooked eggs are disgusting. Does anyone else agree with me here? Overcooked eggs, they taste like the smell of wet dog. Currently making your shrimp tostadas. Oh, that one is in the book. Can you air fry glass? We're gonna find out. Karen, they are home. So I'll tell you guys about Sophia's big welcome home to me yesterday. I like making pizza crust with cauliflower. Overcooked eggs are like rubber. See, I think the overcooked eggs, the texture isn't terrible, but the taste and the smell I just cannot do. But speaking of cauliflower crust pizza, Carefree Keto has a cauli crust pizza recipe. Although my favorite isn't that crust. My favorite pizza crust ever is canned chicken, an egg, and some Parmesan. That is the best pizza crust ever. All right, so I'll tell you guys about, so you agree with me, ST. The cabbage sausage with Alfredo was delicious. I was shocked. I know, that's one of those classic recipes. All right, so anyway, so my big welcome home yesterday. I picked them up from the airport and Sophia's so happy to see me and Anna just looks so beautiful. I'm so happy. And then Anna's like, my throat kind of hurts. She's not feeling good. And then when we get home, Sophia is just, she was like possessed by a demon. She was like so off the rails angry at everything. It was supposed to be me spending like a few hours with her and I was hanging out with her. and just nothing would satisfy her. So I take her to the grocery store, maybe that will make her feel good. And she starts, and then this lady goes up to her while I'm checking out, and she's like, oh my God, such a cute baby, let me say hi. And then Sophia just starts screaming. So she was just not having a good day yesterday. And then today, she's been having a pretty good day though. So we hung out for like an hour earlier, and it was great. We're gonna go on a walk after this live together. But she was just not having a good day. I think she was over all of the travel. And also, she might be traumatized from her first time seeing Anna picking up another baby, because apparently that is where her bad mood started. So Anna took her to New York for the weekend. She was happy the first few days. And then the last day, Anna went to see her friend who also has a baby. And when Sophia would see Anna picking up the other baby, she would like turn purple and start screaming. And then that was the day before yesterday. And then yesterday she was also in a bad mood. So maybe that was just like too stressful for her. And now she's finally feeling better. But yeah, Tamala, apparently Sophia is not into sharing her mommy. Thank you, Mandy. I accidentally put too much stuff in my hair today, and I was like, let me just leave it. All right, so this has been in here for 3.5 minutes. I'm trying to check it. Oh my goodness, it looks really good. Do you have a recipe for your pizza crust with the chicken, egg, and parm? All right, so it's 1 can of chicken. It's on my page, but it's from a few months ago. It's 1 can of chicken, 1 egg, and a... If anybody remembers that recipe, I'm trying to think. I can't close out Instagram and copy and paste it from my notes into the comments, but if anyone has that recipe, it's a viral recipe that basically everyone has made. So it's like a can of chicken, an egg, and then a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan. That's all you need for the crust. And then you bake it at like a really high temperature if you can, or 400 is fine, for like 10 minutes until it starts to crisp up. Then you just add your toppings and you finish baking it. It's very easy, and the crust does not taste like canned chicken at all. Where did you get the glass bowl that you're using in your air fryer? So it's just been our, we've just had that bowl for a long time. Anna had it when I met her, so I don't know where she got it. Oh, that's interesting. Neosporin in the nose, Mandy. So yeah, Anna's feeling better today, but her having the sore throat the same day that Sophia was not feeling good had me scared, because I was like, uh-oh, what if she's like, you know, has like a serious illness where, so, and then Sophia is still in a bad mood for like 3 days straight. I was like, I don't think I would survive taking care of sick Anna and angry Sophia. Although Anna took care of me when I had food poisoning, so I should be able to do it. Can you use rotisserie chicken or shredded breast? Oh no. I almost got too distracted and let this burn. All right, let's take it out. Shenanigans. What do you want me to stop? Did you mean this was burning? All right, where is the gloves? All right, there we go. Now we're gonna cut it in half for the moment of truth. It looks a little moist, so I don't know like what happened, if the egg white fully cooked or not, but we're gonna find out. This may be one of those recipes that's just better in the oven, but we're gonna see. See what I mean? There's like some moisture. Maybe it's from the spinach. All right. I don't know, guys. I don't think the eggs are done. Actually, yeah, they are. Wait, let's see. Yeah, they are. All right. This is our breakfast bowl. The cheese got a little crispy, but these are the tots. The tots are real crispy. So this is gonna be cool. Now I need a Sarah Ted knife. Oh, and I'll use the cutting board. I found my glass bowls on Amazon. Walmart had one big one. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm sure you can get them anywhere. Yeah, Karen, it may just have been from the spinach. Oh no, uh-oh. Oh no, the egg is like running. The yolk is running. It's not done. We can put it back in how it is. So I guess air frying it isn't the best idea. Baking is better because when you air fry it, you're cooking, the tortilla is getting too crispy. We'll just put it back in. This is like too good to not finish. I don't care if the edge of the tortilla gets super burned. But it absolutely does not burn when you bake it. The problem is the white is running too. It's not just the yolk. Alright, so what's gonna happen is the tortilla is gonna get super burnt on the edges, but the rest of the stuff is gonna be yummy. So we're just gonna put it in for like 5 more minutes. I'm kind of discouraged, but just because I was so excited it was gonna be this perfect recipe, but this is real life, you know, like this stuff happens. Usually when I make reels, it doesn't mess up. So for it to happen on live is like, I'm shocked because this usually doesn't happen that often. Like my recipes are so easy that I don't have a lot of trial and error. Like if I post a reel, you should be able to make it so easily because if I made it, you can make it, you know? All right, I'm gonna show you guys. I made this today, and this is the cottage cheese ice cream, and I did it with, I made the cauli tater tots today. Oh, shout out to Aaron, I hope you loved them. All right, so I made this today. It's the cottage cheese ice cream. We're gonna taste it. I'm gonna post a reel for this probably tomorrow. And basically you blend up cottage cheese with like some stuff. I use peanut butter and sugar-free chocolate syrup. Uh-oh. And I just get the sugar-free chocolate syrup at Walmart. All right. All right, this is good. It just needs to be sweeter. So in the recipe video, I don't show myself adding, I'm gonna smooth it out. In the recipe video, I don't show myself adding extra sweetener, but I'm definitely putting that in the caption, that the 3 ingredients I use, add some extra sweetener too. All right, now it's done. And you know what? Aside from the top of the tortilla being burnt, it actually looks nice. But, and this is a big but now it's stuck to the glass. I'm gonna make this, I don't care. You know what? I thought it was like a melty piece. It's totally hard, so licking it, I thought, like, all right, see how much is there? I thought it was melty, so I was expecting to get this giant bite when I licked it, and it was nothing. So that was very disappointing. All right. Now we're gonna take this out and try and get it out of here somehow. And if we can't, we'll just eat it with a fork, I guess. Oh my god, it's so burnt. The spinach is like black. This is just one for the oven, I guess, or a lower temperature in the air fryer. Wait, we might be able to jiggle it out of here. We got it. Sweet. Okay. It looks so ugly. Actually, it looks okay. Whatever. Alright, let's eat it. Let's see how it tastes, even though it's like kind of burnt. And the egg is still not done. I don't know what went wrong. But you know what? The top on the top is bussin'. This is like one of the only salvageable bites with cooked egg. You guys, I think we should just bake one. Let's do it. I haven't done like an hour-long live in a long time. I'm just gonna bake one. We're gonna restart. We're gonna start from scratch. I'm gonna chop the tomatoes. I'm gonna be on here for a while, so. All right, here's what we're gonna do. All right, yes, this is take 2. And normally I would like stop the live and then restart it, but whatever. We're just gonna keep it totally authentic. So first what we need we don't need a super deep dish. That was the first problem. This is very not deep. I would use a rectangular one, but the rectangle one I want to use has the ice cream in it, so. And we're gonna bake it in my air fryer oven because my oven is currently filled with a bunch of stuff. All right, so we're spraying this container with oil. This tortilla is even missing a piece, but it's okay. All right, we're putting the tortilla in here. We're adding 2 eggs. And you know what? I forgot about seasoning last time, so we can remember to season them this time. All right, 2 eggs. I'm gonna have to get a knife and a cutting board. Dee Dee, I sprayed it just in case. Alright, let's preheat the oven air fryer. I'm gonna grab some spinach, some tomatoes. We're not gonna have any prosciutto because I used the last little bit. I've not baked anything in my Ninja yet, so I'm excited to see how this comes out. Yeah, so I'm baking it in the oven style Ninja, not the circular Ninja. I have 2 Ninjas in my kitchen. All right, spinach. Man, some tomatoes. I don't think I need a full-on cutting board for these. Maybe I'm gonna try and do some magic with scissors. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this is what happens when I don't want to dirty a cutting board. I put the tomatoes in the cup and I'm cutting them with scissors. All right, it's working. All right, I'll do a few more. I want it to be very tomatoey. All right, the air fryer is preheated. Once I got this oven style air fryer, that is one benefit. So as far as air frying, the basket is the way to go if you're just air frying things. However, if you find using your oven to be annoying because you like to store all of your dirty baking sheets and pots and pans inside of your oven, then getting the oven style air fryer is actually great. The cool thing about an oven is this. So you can't just put dirty dishes inside of a cabinet, you know? That would be gross. But when I have dirty pots and pans, dirty baking sheets, covered in oil and all kinds of weird stuff, it doesn't feel gross to just store it in the oven and procrastinate cleaning it for months. All right, so I'm even gonna try and get it really nice looking, and we're gonna add the cheese for the last few minutes. You guys can relate. Laura, you feel me? Yes, Johnny. All right, we almost forgot seasonings. I just need I need a seasoning that has salt, pepper, garlic powder, just all in one. I actually am big on, so I season all of my food. In Reels, I purposely leave out seasonings because it gets a lot of comments, and that's good for me being able to do this for a living, getting more comments. So like more people are going to comment if they're like, where are the seasonings? Then like, oh, good choice of seasonings. But the truth is, I use salt, pepper, garlic powder on basically everything. All right, we're gonna bake this. The original recipe is 15 minutes in the oven at 400. And that's exactly how we're gonna do it. I'm not even putting the tots because the tots looked super burnt last time. All right, so now we have 15 minutes to just hang out. I tried to air fry it to save us time, like, oh, we'll get this, busted out quick and easy. And then it ended up adding, how long have we been alive? It ended up adding 26 minutes by trying to take a shortcut. That's just like a metaphor for life. Everything but the bagel and adobo are my go-tos. I like adobo a lot on meat, specifically like chicken. Can we use an almond tortilla? Yeah, if it's like, if it's keto friendly and you're doing keto, or if you're not doing keto, then it doesn't matter if it's keto friendly. But I would just be mindful, like, there are a lot of products out there that say made with cauliflower, made with almond flour, made with, veggies, and they still have 70 carbs in them. So whenever you're getting something because it looks like it might be keto friendly, if you're doing keto, if you're not doing keto, it's probably better anyway to get the cauliflower version rather than just the regular version. But if you are doing keto and you're trying to be low carb, sometimes those crusts have almost as many carbs as regular crust. So that's just something to be mindful of. All right, Jewel, this drink, Anna got some. It's Polar Passion Fruit Blueberry. It's really good. I like the blueberry seltzers a lot. Karen, jalapenos would be so good. That actually, I'm regretting not putting jalapenos in it. And you know what sucks? I didn't set the timer, so I don't know how long this has been in here. All right, I'm gonna put these tomatoes and stuff away. Do you drink coffee? I do. Coffee is my favorite part of the day. I earn my coffee though. So if you drink coffee as soon as you wake up, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that if that's like your favorite thing, but that does make you more likely to have a midday crash because of this whole process that happens inside your body than if you wait an hour and a half before you have your coffee. So what I basically have been doing every day is I wake up, and ever since I got the cold plunge, you can do this with the shower, just turn it on the cold setting too. But I wake up and I've never been the type of person who can work out in the morning. Just no chance. My body is just not ready to work out when I wake up. And like I said, you can do this with a cold shower too. But I wake up and I get in the cold plunge. Well, first I take the dogs out, which I get my morning sunlight. I go outside, walk the dogs. And then I go straight into the cold plunge. And once I get out of that thing, similar to cold showers, you're just ready to go. It's I just have to move my body. I'm just shivering, pacing around. My body is so cold. I'm trying to warm up my temperature. And going straight into a workout when you have that boost of energy is great. So for the past probably month or two, I moved my workouts from midday, which with a baby, that's unpredictable, because if Sophia's having a bad day, or if there's like work and then my time with Sophia, and it's just like everything is just working against me and I can't get the workout in. But ever since I started doing these morning workouts, I've never been so consistent with my workouts, and I've never seen so much progress. And like I said, you can do it with a cold shower, or you don't even have to do that, just go. But moving your workout time to the morning, it seems like, oh, I'm just so tired in the mornings, it's not fun, like it sucks. But if you can do it, your body will eventually adjust, and you'll be so happy that you did, because it's just so rare that I miss workouts now. So anyway, I did that because I was talking about coffee. So I wake up, I walk the dogs, I cold plunge, I work out, and then I have my coffee. And the coffee is so much nicer after you've like just earned it from a hard workout, rather than like I just woke up and had coffee, although that is nice too. But prolonging your coffee to at least an hour and a half after waking up is good for preventing a midday crash if you experience a lot of those. I like saunas, no new friends. Any tip on baby steps to get away from sugary treats? I would get keto versions of whatever you're craving, and then if those are preventing weight loss, wean yourself off of those, because when you're weaning yourself off of sugar, you're fighting two things. You're fighting a psychological addiction, which is it just makes me feel happy, and you're also fighting like physical cravings, because your body is literally addicted to sugar. If you can switch it to keto desserts, it's not the best idea to have a bunch of keto desserts every day, especially for weight loss, but it's better than the sugary ones, because if you eventually want to cut back on those, it's going to be much easier, because there's not a physical addiction component that's causing withdrawals. Like, you literally have withdrawals when you come off of sugar. Mandy, I do cold plunge every day. For a while I was doing it twice a day. It's so miserable. You stare at the plunge and you're like, I would rather do anything but get in here. It's like, it's literally the hardest decision of the day to get in the plunge. But I've trained myself to just wake up and don't give myself time to think. You know, it's like I walk the dogs and I start thinking about how nice it would be to skip it today, or to wait a little bit, to lay on the couch, to like, you know, check email. You just start thinking of all these things you could do instead. But as soon as you start thinking, you're not going to do it. You just have to turn your brain off and just put your body in it without thinking about how bad it's going to suck or whatever. And then what I do is I take really deep breaths, and instead of counting time, so I try to do like 4 minutes at 40 degrees. It's very cold. 40 degrees is freezing. So I do 4 minutes at 40 degrees, but instead of counting the minutes down, which feels like eternity, I take these very deep breaths, and then I take very deep out breaths, but I like purse my lips together. So it's like I'll be like, and then I'll breathe out very slowly, like, and it will be like a 20-second out breath. And I do 15 of those, and that ends up being my 4-minute plunge. And I count down the breaths. It's like, okay, I'm at 5 breaths. I only have 10 more to go. And that seems to be much easier than counting down like seconds or minutes. And Karen, whenever it gets 100 degrees outside, it's actually gonna feel nice to get in. It's still so uncomfortably cold. We've had like a 90-degree day here, and it's still just so uncomfortably cold to get in. But in the winter, it's actually really rough, because I just do not want to get in, because it's so cold outside. It's like I don't even want to go outside. High-key blueberry mini muffins from Target are life. I don't know if I've had those. I like the high-key mini cookies a lot. Ratio keto brownies are so good. Tamala, I love them. I like their chocolate chunk cookies. And so, Deb, this is what I put in my coffee. I put just a protein shake, a Premier, or Fairlife if I can find those. Actually, this is what it looks like. So I get this at Walmart, and it does have some stuff that, the all-natural health influencers will tell you to avoid. But I'm healthier than I've ever been, and I drink these every day, so. Unless me listening to my body and feeling good is incorrect, I don't think there's anything wrong with those, because I feel great. And that's also another topic I talk about a lot, is just like these influencers who are just like years ahead of us, they're so advanced. Like, I'm pretty advanced because I can count calories. I could never have counted calories when I first started keto, so I consider myself very advanced. But I don't consider there's a fly in here. But I don't consider myself advanced enough to be like, oh, I have to buy this protein shake instead of this one. I have to avoid eating out at all times. I have to be completely perfect. It's like, nah, if I feel good, I feel good. I keep the obesity away. That's my goal. Just don't gain weight, and you'll probably be very healthy and feel very good. How much weight did you lose on keto? I lost 80 pounds. And it took me 2 years. Yeah, Karen, the Fairlife Caramel was our favorite. And it was such a better deal because we would get it at Costco and it was way cheaper. Wait, there are 4.5 minutes left. All right, so Jewel, it stays cold because it's like a hot tub, except it's cold. So it's connected to this box that's like this big, and it keeps it at 40 degrees all the time. And I think it uses like $1 a day of electricity, which is kind of expensive. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's kind of expensive when you think about the whole year. Like, that's like, $30 a month. But then again, if you're willing to pay whatever, $30 a month to watch Disney Plus and Hulu, I like the cold plunge. Like, I think it's totally worth it. Did you count net or total when you lost 80 pounds? So I counted net carbs. I have such a hard time with a lot of things because I have sucralose sensitivity. It sucks. Oh, dang, Tamala. So yeah, if you can't have sucralose, try Truvia. That's a good one. Yeah, Pugs, it's the cold plunge tub. And it's been the best investment ever. It's literally changed my life because I just wake up and I don't want to work out. And then after I get out of the cold plunge, and you can do it with a cold shower too. It's just, in Texas, it's like 80 degrees in the morning. So the coldest setting of your shower is not the same as it used to be when I lived in Ohio. Like in Ohio in the summer, it's still like 60 degrees in the morning, In Texas, it'll be 80 degrees is the low temperature for like 3 months. What does 116 grams of protein look like in a day? So here are some tips for getting more protein. It would be hard to say like off the top of my head. I mean, I think 4 ounces of chicken is like 35. So for breakfast, say 6 eggs is 30 grams of protein, or 36 grams of protein. That's kind of a lot of eggs. Say you have 3 eggs and then... So this is my 50 gram of protein breakfast. Lately I've been doing, since I started counting calories, I'll do 2 eggs and then some egg white because it saves me more calories to like put cheese on whatever yummy keto recipe I'm making later that day and put cream cheese in it and cook it in a bunch of butter. But so I start my day, let's just say 3 eggs and a protein shake. Except for me, it's like I said, it's like a 1/4 cup of egg whites instead of the 3rd egg. But just 3 eggs, a protein shake. And by the way, the yolk is the healthiest part of the egg, so I'm not advocating egg whites. It's just one of my little cheats to get a little less calories. So 3 eggs, a protein shake, that right there is 50 grams of protein. I put the protein shake in the coffee. And then for lunch, let's say I have 4 ounces of chicken, half an avocado, dip it in some like sour cream and hot sauce mixed together. That's like 35 grams of protein. And then maybe you want some extra protein, so you put some cheddar cheese on it, and that's like 40 grams of protein. And then for dinner, say you have a big steak, and that's like 50 grams of protein. And how many would you be at for the day? 100. So yeah, that's like 140. So maybe you have a smaller steak, and that would be an easy way to get 116 grams of protein. But I would download an app and just like not even track in the sense of restricting yourself, but track to figure out how to get enough protein, because that really is the key to satiation, to improved weight loss, because your body... All right, the eggs are not ready. They have a little bit longer. But protein is really, like, we all went through this phase where keto was blowing up, and we all thought, just put a bunch of coconut oil in your coffee, you'll lose weight. If your body's burning fat, there's no way it can store fat. And that's just not true. Doing keto is beneficial. Fat is good. There are benefits to eating fat. But you absolutely can store fat if all you're eating is fat. Like, I believed this when I first started keto in 2016. I was like 18 years old, or 20. And I wholeheartedly believed this, that if I eat a tub of coconut oil, it does not matter how many calories it has, I will not gain weight. Even if it's 10,000 calories a day, I will not gain weight. And I just believed that. A lot of us did believe that, you know? But it's just not true, because if you actually did that, you would see after, like, if you literally ate 10,000 calories from just pure coconut oil, or whatever the latest carnivore intermittent fasting keto guru is telling you, beef tallow or ghee, if you ate 10,000 calories of that and you're like, I'm burning fat, it's impossible to store fat, you would quickly find out that the extra 7,000 calories a day would turn into 2 pounds of weight gain a day. And then a week later, you would be 15 pounds heavier, and not of muscle, of fat, because you're just eating tubs of coconut oil all day. So that's just something that I had to realize, was there is no magical food that you can just eat unlimited amounts of, but protein is this magical food that it just somehow fills you up. Like, ask yourself next time you get a craving for a bunch of keto chocolate, ask yourself, would I eat a can of tuna with some mustard in it right now? It would be so gross, but would you do it? Probably not. Go eat 2 cans of tuna with like mayonnaise and mustard, and then that's like 60 grams of protein, and see how much more satiated you are than if you were eating, you know, like just keto cookies all day. You look pretty basic, like Common. You have very little muscle. Thank you. That's very true. I lift weights a lot, but it's very hard to put on muscle. It's not an easy task. And I'm happy that I'm not obese anymore. That's what I'm most proud of. And me talking about protein is definitely not me saying I'm a bodybuilder who's trying to help people put on muscle. Talking about protein is an obesity topic. It's like people who are obese could benefit so much from upping their protein, because it increases satiation, it fixes your hunger hormones, it has all these benefits. But so it's actually good that you mentioned that, because that's a perfect example. I eat a ton of protein and I do not look like The Rock. A lot of women are like, if I eat too much protein and I start lifting weights, I'm gonna get I don't wanna bulk up. And that's not what happens. When a woman starts lifting weights and eating protein, they start leaning out. Their body starts shrinking especially if they have stored body fat. So that's like the whole point of this. And it's for longevity too. Like, that was actually a great comment because it helps us realize me sitting here telling you to eat more protein is not some like meathead telling you, you need to, get super muscular. It's me telling you, this is good for longevity, this is good for weight loss, for overcoming obesity. All right, guys, I think this thing is done. I just don't know if the white is fully cooked yet. It looks really good, but I'm just not totally confident it's fully cooked yet. We are taking a picture of it how it is though. This looks good. All right. Where's the camera? I think it is cooked. Oh my God, this looks great. All right, we did it, guys. I think it's good. I think it's good to go. It would be more jiggly if the white wasn't cooked. We did it. 47 minutes. I used to go live for 2 hours a day, if you guys remember back when I used to do my like walking around in nature park lives. Can you shout out Physique by Tiff? Hey, shout out to Physique by Tiff. Oh yeah, I'm very happy. Karen, you remember. All right, let's get a plate. All right, these mitts confuse me. The little tag is right here. I just feel like it should be right here for some reason. So I always think I'm putting these on upside down. The yolk is still runny. We need to pop this. Let's get a plate. Ah, it's burning my hand. Hey, Des, you remember too. All right, we have to pop this. Let me get a pointy spoon. All right, here we go. Oh, no. It was just a little too long. It's not running. It tricked me. It looked like it was going to be running. Let's see if... No. It's okay. All right. I already had that other one, so I'll probably give this one to Anna, but I'm going to take a bite. Oh my God. I'm so mad that I ate the other one. This was our last tortilla, and I'll feel bad if I don't give this one to Anna. I'll take one more bite. Oh my God. This is so good. Alright guys. I'm gonna take the apron off. I'm gonna show you guys how I take on and put on my apron because Anna makes fun of me for this. So I don't like tying it. I can't tie it. So this is what I do. I literally step in and out of it like this. So I take it off, right? And then I just step through it. And that's how I take it on and put it off. I just step through it. And to put it on, I do this. Does anyone else do this with their apron, or am I actually crazy? Alright guys, I'm gonna get off here. I love you. I believe in you. I'll see you tomorrow.